A delightful morning, grade 4 learners. It's nice to see you again. It's me, Mrs. Ramirez, your virtual English teacher for today, reminding you of the Girl Scout motto, that is, to make a good turn daily. Come and join me to this exciting and engaging platform in delivering quality education. Let's play, learn, and grow together here at Valenzuela Live. It is always a pleasure to know who are with me. So for your attendance, kindly type your name and your school in the comment box, just like what you see on the screen. Our hashtag for today is #react. This is now your time for your attendance. To make our discussion interactive, listen very carefully and feel free to contribute your ideas and answers in the comment box. Have your pen and notebook with you to take note of the important points to remember. You may also ask questions in our question and answer part, and I will be glad to answer them. Remember to be polite. Our lesson for today is based from the fourth quarter, week 2, most essential learning competency. At the end of the lesson, you are expected to write a reaction about a character in a story read. Your Module 2 learning material was prepared by Miss Maria Blasilda B. Leonor of Tagalog Elementary School. I think you're ready. Then let's get started. Let's play the game, Guess Who? Guess the name of the characters in the following pictures. Clues will also be given as your guide. Type in your answer in our comment box. Let's begin. Guess who? She is the princess who creates an ice fortress and hides herself away. Guess who? Is it Belle, Snow White, Elsa, or Cinderella? If your answer is Elsa, that's correct. Guess who? This princess bit an apple before falling into a deep slumber. Guess who? Is it Aurora, Jasmine, Snow White, or Anna? Guess who? Did you answer Snow White? You got it right. Number 3, guess who? Who is the princess cursed by the evil witch Maleficent in the classic Sleeping Beauty? Type your answer in the comment box. Oh, how can you forget about Aurora? You are certainly right. The answer is Aurora. Number 4, guess who? Name the father and son duo from the Disney movie The Lion King. Type your answer in your comment box. The correct answer is Mufasa and Simba. Have you also watched it? Oh, it was really amazing. The lines and the songs were truly captivating. Let's move to number 5. Guess who? Which orphan was adopted and raised by apes? Okay, I can see unified answers. The correct answer is Tarzan. All right? Congratulations, kids! Thank you for your active participation. Your answers from the game are all characters in a story. I would like to remind you that those are all fictional stories, meaning they are imaginary, unrealistic, or fantasy. You have learned from your past lessons about elements of a story. These are the characters, the setting, and the plot. Today, we will write a reaction about a character in a story. A character is a person, animal, or thing that plays an important part in a story. A character can feel, think, and act. It is very important for us to know all about the characters as an element in a story. It will help us react and find evidence that will justify their role. A character is any animate figure within a story, so things like plants and non-living objects would not normally be considered characters unless, of course, these things have been personified and brought to life, meaning they can think, feel, and act. There are a few different ways in which you can classify main characters in a story: flat or round characters, and protagonists or antagonists. Flat characters are often described as characters that are two-dimensional, meaning that they lack real depth or are not super complex, nor do they show much development throughout the story. Flat characters are the characters we know a little about. Round characters have many traits. They can be thought of as three-dimensionals. These are the characters that are realistically complex and have depth that is identifiable and distinctly human-like. Round characters have strengths and weaknesses. A protagonist is always a main character in the story. The protagonist prompts a story's action and captivates the reader's attention. The protagonist is the main character in a story. The antagonist is directly opposite to the protagonist. The antagonist works against the protagonist. In Tagalog, we call them the kontrabida. They are usually the bad guy or girl in the story. Sounds so profound, right? Let's make it simple. Characters are an essential part of any literary work. They make the story possible based on how the character is built. Let me present to you the characterization with the Disney movie Cinderella. Cinderella is a round character here, obviously because we know a lot of information about her and her strengths and weaknesses are human-like. Cinderella is also the protagonist because she exhibits good characters throughout the story. Lady Madonna Tremaine, also known as the wicked stepmother or stepmom of Cinderella, she is the flat character. Because from the beginning, she acted as the evil stepmom, trying to ruin Cinderella's social life until the end of the story. This also makes her the main antagonist. Now let's do the following. Directions. Read the following selection. Choose the letter of the best answer. Underline the text evidence that shows how you came up with your answer. Example. And then found a small bird. She gave it some grains. Every day, the bird came to her window. And then is blank. Is it A, angry, selfish, or kind-hearted? The correct answer is letter C, kind-hearted. The evidence to this answer is she gave it some grains. Sentence number 1. Vicky always says hello and smiles when you see her. She really wants to know how are you feeling and what are you doing. She likes to meet and get to know new people. Vicky is blank. Is she jealous, quiet, or friendly? The correct answer is letter C, friendly. Sentence number 2. Billy wakes up early in the morning. He usually jogs or rides his bike as his morning exercise. He then eats breakfast before going to work. You might say that Billy is blank. Is he health conscious? Is he careless or lazy? Good job! The correct answer is letter A. Billy is health conscious. Sentence number 3. Leon loves to read books a lot. He's also a math champion. He makes himself busy by solving math problems on his computer. He knows a lot of things. You might think that Leon is blank. Is it A, quiet, B, smart, or C, jolly? It's letter B, smart. You are awesome. Sentence number 4. Joy never forgets birthday occasions. She usually sends gifts to her friends. She always greets them on important occasions. You will think that Joy is blank. Is it letter A, careless, B, thoughtful, or C, tactless? Type your answer in our comment box. The correct answer is letter B, thoughtful. That was fast. And now for sentence number 5. Juan lets me play with his tablet. He always shares with me his snacks. He always guides me in doing my module. You will think that Juan is blank. Is he shy? Is he generous or obedient? Oh, I hope you have the same characteristic as Juan's. That is, being generous. The correct answer is letter B. This attribute is also shown in our community pantries nowadays. Generous people share their blessings to the needy. Have you experienced riding on a tricycle? How about driving a tricycle? Our selection is about a tricycle boy named Joselito. It's reading time! Before we read the story, please sit properly, focus on the important details, and be guided with the following questions. Question number 1. How old was Joselito? Next, how did he help his aunt? When did his mother die? Number 4. What did his father do? With whom did Joselito prefer to stay? Number 6. How did his aunt earn for a living? Number 7. What kind of a boy is Joselito? And finally, for number 8, is Joselito portraying a good attitude in the story? Alright, now join me in reading the following selection. The tricycle boy at 14 years old, Joselito, was one of the youngest boys among the tricycle drivers operating near Polo Market in Valenzuela. His mother died when he was 10. When his father remarried and had other children of his own, Joselito preferred to stay with his aunt rather than join the new family. His aunt earned their living by collecting garbage and selling rugs. Joselito drove a tricycle in the morning to help earn some money as he went to school in the afternoon. Joselito had many customers. He was always pleasant and cheerful. He was very helpful too. He carried the customers' bags. Sometimes he gave some school children a free ride in his tricycle. Through his efforts, Joselito not only helped his aunt but made her happy too. Now let's read the story one more time. The tricycle boy at 14 years old, Joselito, was one of the youngest boys among the tricycle drivers operating near Polo Market in Valenzuela. His mother died when he was 10. When his father remarried and had other children of his own, Joselito preferred to stay with his aunt rather than join the new family. His aunt earned their living by collecting garbage and selling rugs. Joselito drove a tricycle in the morning to help earn some money as he went to school in the afternoon. Joselito had many customers. He was always pleasant and cheerful. He was very helpful too. He carried the customers' bags. Sometimes he gave some school children free ride in his tricycle. Through his efforts, Joselito not only helped his aunt, but made her happy too. Now let's answer the following questions. Number 1, how old was Joselito? Number 2, how did he help his aunt? Number 3 question, when did his mother die? For number 4, what did his father do? Is it A, he ran away with another woman, B, he remarried, or letter C, he became cruel? Number 5, with whom did Joselito prefer to stay? Is it A, he stayed with his friend, letter B, he stayed with his father, or letter C, he stayed with his aunt? I can see answers coming. Very good, grade 4. Number 6, how did his aunt earn for a living? Is it letter A, by collecting garbage and selling rugs? B, by washing clothes? Or letter C, by doing nothing? For number 7, what kind of a boy is Joselito? Is he intelligent? Is he kind or proud? And for number 8, is Joselito portraying a good attitude in the story? Is it yes, no, or maybe? Here are the correct answers. Now this time, let's do the hashtag react. Directions: describe the characters in each sentence. Choose the best answer from the box. Type hashtag good if it is a good attitude, while hashtag bad if it is a bad attitude. Let me answer the first one for you. Number 1, Shin is very neat and very well organized. Is she honest, brave, tidy, or kind? The correct answer is tidy. It's a hashtag good. Frank has a lot of imagination and new ideas. Is he boastful, creative, cheerful, or stubborn? Come on, grade 4, let me see your answers. The correct answer is creative, and it's a hashtag good. Next, number 3, Gian wants all people to be happy because he is jolly and enjoyable. Is he boastful? Is he kind, cheerful, or stubborn? Type your answer in the comment box. The correct answer is cheerful. It's a hashtag good. Let's go to number 4. Isabel always behaves in a caring way towards people. What is she? Is she thoughtful, cheerful, stubborn, or mean? The correct answer is thoughtful, and it is also a good attitude. Number 5, Marie never changes her mind or considers anyone else's arguments or reasons. Is she thoughtful, cheerful, stubborn, or mean? The correct answer is stubborn, and that is a hashtag bad. Let us now apply further what you have learned by writing reactions about the character in a story read. Hashtag react. Let's talk about the character. For directions, fill out the boxes with information about the character. The story is entitled Always Share. Before we read, here are the guide questions. Question number 1. Who is the character in the story? For number 2, how does the character look? Question number 3, what do others say about the character? Number 4, how do I feel about the character? And number 5, what does the character talk about? It's reading time! Always share. Leo was a selfish boy. He never shared his toys with anyone. His parents were worried as to how to teach him about kindness and sharing. Then one day, Leo was returning from school on his new bicycle. As Leo was watching, a boy fell into a ditch and hurt himself. The boy cried, I can't move my arm. Leo would never help anyone, but that day, he felt sad for the boy. So he rushed to him and helped him stand. He said to the boy, "Looks like you have a fractured hand. Sit behind me and I'll carry you to the hospital." Later that evening, the boy's parents visited Leo and thanked him. "You are a very kind boy. God will always bless you." After they had left, Leo's father said, "Son, see the blessings you receive by being kind and sharing." Leo understood the importance of being kind and decides to always share. The end. Let's read it one more time. Always share. Leo was a selfish boy. He never shared his toys with anyone. His parents were worried as to how to teach him about kindness and sharing. Then one day, Leo was returning from school on his new bicycle. As Leo was watching, a boy fell into a ditch and hurt himself. The boy cried, I can't move my arm." Leo would never help anyone, but that day, he felt sad for the boy. So he rushed to him and helped him stand. He said to the boy, "Looks like you have a fractured hand. Sit behind me and I'll carry you to the hospital." Later that evening, the boy's parents visited Leo and thanked him. "You are a very kind boy. God will always bless you." After they had left, Leo's father said, "Son, see the blessings you receive by being kind and sharing." Leo understood the importance of being kind and decides to always share. The end. Let us answer the questions using the graphic organizer. Who are the characters in the story? I can see answers rushing in our comment box. The answer is Leo, and definitely he is the round character. Leo's parents, the boy, and his family are also characters, and they are flat characters. Let us fill in our graphic organizer with our answer. Look closely at the picture of our character. This will lead us to question number 2. How does the character look? With the help of the author's words, the character looks what? The answer is happy and strong and is approximately 10 to 12 years old. Number 3 question. What do others say about the character? I believe this one's easy for you, grade 4. Come on, hit that comment box. Wow, I can see similar answers. If you answered selfish and unkind, you are certainly right. Let's fill out our organizer. See, we are halfway to go. Next, how do I feel about the character? I am certain that you will be torn in this item. Why? It's because the character changed his behavior, right? The answers are bad and glad. If you answered mad or angry or happy, it's okay. Other answers are accepted here as long as they are synonymous in meaning. Let's fill out our organizer. What does the character talk about? The character talks about only 2 of the numerous characteristics that we Filipinos are proud of. Let me see if we have unified answers. The story character shows us the value of kindness and generosity. At last, we have completed our graphic organizer. Great work, kids! Review your work because your teacher will be giving you this kind of task. I believe there is something in you that you and your parents should be proud of. What is it? Share mo naman! In your most comfortable time, I want you to cut a heart shape with a paper. And then, write your 3 best assets on it under your name. Post it on a place you immediately see upon waking up in the morning. This will serve as a reminder of the Girl Scout motto I shared with you earlier. That is, to make a good turn daily. Good luck, kids, and happy working! What have you learned today? Complete the following sentences based on what you have learned from our discussion. Okay, I can see answers rushing in our comment box. It is very important for us to know all about the characters as an element in a story. It will help us react and find evidence that will justify their role. Characters are an essential part of any literary work. They make the story possible based on how the character is built. This is your time to post your questions in our comment box. Our teacher moderator will be gathering your queries. Your 1 minute starts now. your time is up. We have question from the East District. The question is, are characters' feelings and traits the same? Feelings are emotions that change and are not always certain. Examples are sad, mad, glad, tired, happy, and excited. While traits describe what the character is like on the inside. Traits usually do not change. Examples are honest or honesty, responsibility or being responsible, hardworking, and brave. Thank you for your question, dear. We have next question from the Central District. How do traits influence actions? Thank you for your question. Traits can influence a character's actions. When reading a passage, it is important to pay very close attention on how a character acts. You have to ask yourself, what does the character do? What does the character say? How does the character react on his problems? And the way they act will tell you what trait best describes them. Thank you so much for your active participation in our online class and for sending us your questions. Always remember, in any situation, education must continue. This is Mrs. Maricar L. Ramirez, and together with Sir Nicolas and Ma'am Jonah and Sir Zandro, we thank you very sincerely. See you all next time.